I'm admin for the series. I don't race the series.
Welcome, everyone, to race number 1 of the Season 2 of the Short Track Superstock Series, hosted by the iRacing Superstock League and sponsored by Econo Auto Painting and Bodyworks, Smith Wraps and Graphics, and American Muscle Car Auto Racing. Tonight, the drivers will be competing here at Lanier National Speedway. I'm your announcer, Atlee @Manwees, and it is great to be here at Lanier. So let's talk about the series that you guys are watching tonight. It's
I got you.
The Short Track Superstock Series will always
I've
be
seen someone do that
on
before
Monday
as well.
nights,
I'm just taking
and
in
the
everything
street
I should
stocks
be
at
doing for
a
next
different
week.
short track each
Obviously, I
week.
didn't
And the
anticipate
league
getting the
is
full
free to
field.
join, but the drivers will be competing for cash prizes. Thanks to our generous sponsors, and that includes Econo. I'll do an advertisement for each one. And if you're looking for a quality paint job or body work at an affordable price in
If anybody's
Fort
out
Pierce,
here wrecking
Florida,
people,
Econo Auto
and you're the one getting
Painting
wrecked, private
and
message me. I
Bodyworks
can
is
look
the
at
place
it.
for you.
It's kind
They
of hard
will
to see
provide
everything.
you with affordable prices, with money services only starting at $299. At Econo, their service is friendly and efficient, providing customers with an enjoyable experience and a quick turnaround period from drop-off to pickup. For a free estimate, please stop into our Fort Pierce location off Oleander Avenue, just west of US 1 and north of Weatherby Road. You can call them at 772-465-9444, or you can find them on Facebook at Econo Auto Painting and Bodyworks. Our other sponsor is Smith Wraps and Graphics, and Smith Wraps and Graphics has over 25 years in the signs, graphics, and wraps business. Smith Wraps and Graphics is committed to quality products and exceptional customer service. Swag is a family-owned small business that is located in Yorktown, Virginia, and serves commercial customers and the racing community up and down the East Coast. If you want more information, you can call 757-874-2438, or you can visit them on Facebook at Smith Wraps and Graphics. Looks like we have another person in the booth. It is a good friend of mine and experienced iRacer, Joe Wright. Hey, Joe, how do you do tonight?
Hey, I'm doing good, Allie. How you been?
Good. It's exciting to be here at a track that we raced in Season 1, and that produced some great racing, Lanier National Speedway. And we also have one more sponsor to thank, and that is the American Muscle Car Auto Racing. And American Muscle Car Auto Racing is an iRacing league that races on Thursday nights and runs 12-week seasons in the Arca Menards cars. Each race is broadcast live, and their season opener is actually this Thursday, June 4th, at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And the season champion will get some pretty cool prize, and that is an Oculus Rift, along with a championship diecast to go along with their Oculus. So make sure to check them out for some great iRacing action, and is going to be available on Thursday nights a lot in the summer. So that can be also another cool racing league to check out. But we're glad you're here with us at the iRacing Superstock League. So last week we actually wrapped up Season 1 in a dramatic fashion with Mackenzie Brewer winning the race and the championship by the narrowest of margins. Let's do a quick rundown of the final Season 1 results. So again, Mackenzie Brewer was in the first position. Second was Michael Rosero. Third was Craig Smith. Fourth was Ryan McCall. Fifth was Tyler Tomasi. Sixth was Jeffrey Martin. Seventh was Eric G. Eighth was Brandon Campbell. Ninth was Stephen West. And 10th was Tyler McRae, and a lot of other drivers that also deserve credit, but that is just your top 10, and it was some great racing there. So in Season 2, which we are starting tonight, it's going to be 8 races, and let's take a look at that schedule. So tonight, it's going to be a 75-lap race at Lanier. Then next week, June 8th, we're going to be racing at New Smyrna. Then the week after that, we're going to be racing at Concord. And then the week after that, we are going to be racing at Five Flags. So already looking at the first 3 races after this race, some pretty cool tracks. 2 of them Actually, all 3 of those, I don't think we've raced that before. And then after that, and then the season
Little under 3
finale
minutes until qualifying
is
starts, guys.
going to be at the Las Vegas Bull Ring, and it's going to be a 100-lap feature. So, some pretty, and there's 3 other tracks that I didn't mention. I will mention them also: USA, Martinsville, and South Boston. So those tracks should make up for a pretty great schedule, and they'll be upcoming in these next couple Mondays. Make sure to tune in for those if you like racing action, and thank you for tuning in tonight. So tonight we're going to have a 4-lap qualifier and a 75-lap race, and each driver will have 1 fast repair and a maximum of 14 incident counts, and if needed we will have 1 attempt at a green-white checkered. Joe, what should we expecting from this race? Will there be any tire saving? Will it be a wreck fest? What do you think?
I'm expecting it to be a really good race with some tire saving and some strategy involved. I think it's gonna be a good race tonight, Atlee. Short track action with street stocks. These guys are gonna give it all they got, I think. And it looks like you got a pretty big crowd too.
Yes, there was a few drivers that couldn't even make it into this race because the room was so full, but I don't think you can have an entire race with all these cars, so we're going to have to minimize the field. Actually, the field is going to be minimized, so in qualifying, we're going to eliminate half of these guys, and it's going to be 18 cars. Only 18 cars will qualify for the feature.
Which is awesome. It's going to be some awesome racing with 18 cars on this small track. We'll see what we end up with, though.
Because normally we have, like, 14 cars.
Yeah, 14 is usually a limit. Did they up it for the new season?
Mm-hmm. So that should add some other drivers. So we're going to try to get race director and admin
All
Ian Martin. He's
seconds
created the
before
rule
laps.
book. We're going to try to get him into the booth. Hey, Ian, this is Atlee and Joe in the booth. Do you copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So, we're really excited for Season 2 of the Short Track Superstock League. What should the viewers be expecting all season and for this race?
Honestly, I don't know. I was not expecting to fill up this server in 5 minutes. Past season champion Mackenzie Brewer didn't even make it in the room because it filled up so quickly. So that sucks for him. Good thing he has 2 drop weeks this season.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, the drop weeks will definitely help him. Ian, have you thought about maybe restarting the room and just limiting the classes at all, or no?
We're not going to restart the room tonight, but we will be looking into separate qualifying sessions for next week.
Perfect.
So we saw that you added that 1 rule. Any other new rules for Season 2 that weren't in Season 1?
Not really. Most of the rules are still in place, just with different consequences to them, different level of penalty.
All right, we're very excited for Season 2, Race 1. Good luck adminning this race. It should be, we're seeing a lot of wrecking in practice, so it might take a lot of adminning for this race.
Yep, with 45 cars, it's just going to happen. Thank you.
All right, so that was race director and admin Ian Martin here. He actually...
All right, guys, top 18 qualifiers will make the race. The rest will be removed. Yeah,
I like the idea of having 2
laps.
separate sessions for qualifying, and that
Drivers
allows
will
them
begin
to
3 minutes
limit the
into
race to the
qualifying.
drivers that qualify, maybe even some heat sessions, stuff of that nature. I think it really stinks for Mackenzie to not be able to get in here after winning last season. You'd think they'd give him a little bit of leniency there.
But like you said, there is that new rule. You get to drop 2 of your worst races, so that should play a big factor. So maybe if there's, like, reasons that you might not make a race, like personal reasons, if you, like, can't make it, then definitely use one of your drops. It should help.
Absolutely.
For some of these drivers that might be on a busy schedule and can't make all of the races. It looks like the first driver on the board is the 25 car of Brandon Campbell with a 14.650. Behind him is, Ryan McCall is now in second with a 14.651, 1/1000th off Brandon.
Seen a lot of guys wreck here, as I'm looking through the field during these qualifying sessions. Really loose on entry, a lot of them. I think they're driving it too hard.
Yeah, there was a bunch of people flipping in practice. Practice was a mayhem. Good thing there's only 18 cars making it into this, or this would probably be a wreck fest. We got a new person on the pole, Michael Rosero in the
For
number.
those of you that do not
23
make
car.
the race, you can catch
And
all the
Michael
action
Rosero
on
is one of the
Intensity
guys from last
Broadcasting on
season. Showed
YouTube
strong the
and Twitch.
entire
If you do not
season.
make the race,
He may
you
not
can
have been there
watch
every
the
race, but he
live
was
broadcast
definitely
and
in the
announce it.
hunt.
Yep, he finished second. He had an average start of 5 and an average finish of 4th, and he was 1 point off Mackenzie Brewer at the end with the final season standings calculation. So he's a good driver. And
Looks like Ryan Battle snuck into the top 18 at 11th. We saw him last night
All right, guys. I'm going to start
during
the driver's
the
meeting now
race
since
for
it's a little bit
cash
lengthy.
at Charlotte.
First of all, thank you all for coming
we
out.
have the
I
drivers
did
meeting
not
here.
anticipate filling up this server in just 5 minutes of the practice being up, so thank you, everybody. Welcome to the Season 2 opener for the Short Track Superstock Series. First of all, I'm going to thank our sponsors for the season. Smith Wraps and Graphics does quality work for lettering, restyling, vehicle wraps, and graphics. They specialize in work trucks and race cars and have been doing them since 1992. Find them on Facebook at Smith Wraps and Graphics. Another one of our sponsors, Econo Auto Painting and Body Works, does affordable painting and repairs starting at just $2.99, depending on what you need done. They are based out of Fort Pierce, Florida, and you can stop in for a free estimate anytime in their location. You can find them on Facebook at Econo Auto Painting and Body Works out of Fort Pierce, Florida. Another sponsor we picked up tonight is the I Am Car series. They run Arkham Menard series on Thursday nights. They begin this Thursday night for a 12-week season. The season champion for that series gets an Oculus Rift and a championship diecast. Make sure you check them out on Facebook. They're helping out the league tonight. And for the championship payout, they're adding $50 to that. So big thanks to them. And for the drivers meeting tonight, we will have a 75-lap race tonight. 18 drivers will make the race. People outside of the 18 will be removed from the server. If you do not qualify the top 18 and want to watch us race, you can watch all the action live on Intensity Broadcasting on Twitch or YouTube. Each driver will have one fast repair tonight, as well as a 14x incident limit. If you hit 14x incidents, you will automatically be disqualified by iRacing. There is one green-white checkered attempt for tonight's race if we need it. Cautions will be thrown by a race admin, which is me, if needed. Cautions are thrown for any spins that are in the driving line that may endanger oncoming cars. Competition cautions may be thrown if we have a long period of green flag condition. Lucky Dog will be given to the first car one lap down by iRacing. I will not be giving Lucky Dog. iRacing does it. All starts and restarts are now double file, with lap cars restarting in the back of the field. The leader starts and restarts the race. Once the pace car begins turning into pit road, the leader can fire at any point from then to the green flag. Any driver who causes a caution tonight will be sent to the rear and receive a level 1 penalty. Any driver who causes 2 cautions will be disqualified and receive a level 2 penalty. Reckless and rough driving will not be tolerated and will be penalized to the extent of the action. Second place cannot pass the start-finish line before the leader on starts and restarts. The leader must pass the line first unless the leader misses a shift or something like that. If you get underneath a car in front of you on a restart before crossing the line, you will be penalized, so do not go on the inside of somebody before you come past the line. If somebody in front of you does not get a good start or restart and is slow, you can either check up and wait for them to get going, or you can move to the outside. But keep in mind, you cannot complete the pass on the outside until after you've crossed the start-finish line. You can be on the outside, but you cannot complete the pass until after the line. For those of you who have not read the full rule book and do not what the level of penalties are, I'll go over them for you briefly. A level 1 penalty is a 5-point penalty. A level 2 penalty is a 10-point penalty. A level 3 is a 15-point penalty and a 1-week suspension. Level 4 is a 20-point penalty and 2 suspension. And finally, a level 5 is a permanent suspension from the league. All penalties level 2 and higher will be issued probation for 2 races. Drivers on probation have more severe penalties for actions and will be monitored closely. Tonight is the beginning of our 8-week season. This season you will have 2 available drop weeks. That means we'll drop your 2 worst races, and points will be based off of that. The champion will receive $50 and a plaque, second place $30, and third place $20, plus the $50 that was sponsored by the IM Car Series. We haven't calculated that into our payout set, but it will be $50 amongst the top 3. Each race winner will receive 5 iRacing credits on the night of the win. So whoever wins tonight will get 5 iRacing credits by the end of the night. The point system we will use for this season is 18 points to the winner, decreasing by 1 point per position. The bonus point system is a 0x finish is +4. If you lead the most laps, you'll get +2. If you lead a single lap, you'll get +1. The fastest lap time is +2, and the pole is +3. Remember, this series is broadcasted live on Intensity Broadcasting on Twitch and YouTube, so don't ruin your reputation by being an idiot. This league strives to be one of the cleanest street stock leagues, and we are very strict and won't take any crap. Other than that, good luck, drivers. Have a very clean race and have fun.
All right.
I like the way he just said that. Allie, did you hear that?
Mm-hmm. You don't want to make a fool of yourself on YouTube or Twitch.
That's a great way to get people to race clean. Let them know they're watching.
The job that Ian does is very impressive. This is a great league, and the rule book, he made his own rule book. It's a very well-organized league. And I'm very happy that we get the chance to
You guys
announce.
still have about 90 seconds left to qualify, and then everyone from
So
19th
far in
and back will be
qualifying,
removed. Remember, you can catch all the action live on Intensity Broadcasting on Twitch.
Looks like
and
the
YouTube.
final position, 18th and 19th, is separated by, 0.003 of a second?
That's
An
a very close
824 to an
margin.
827.
think
Man, that one hurts.
everyone has qualified that needs to. So looks like Michael Rosero should be starting on the pole. Behind him is Ted Groh. Third is Brandon Campbell. Fourth is
So,
Ryan
as stated in the
McCall.
driver's
And
meeting,
fifth is Landon.
the starts and
S.
restarts are on the
Huffman.
leader.
And they're we're gonna do the starting order. Starting in the first position, racing in the number 23, it's Michael Rosero. Second place, racing in the number 33, is Ted Groh. In the third position, it's the number 25 of Brandon Campbell. In fourth, it's the number 52 of Ryan McCall. Fifth is the 77 of Landon S. Huffman. In sixth, it's the 19
All right, 19th place and back, you will be removed
Jesse
moment.
Stroll.
Remember, check out the live stream on Intensity Broadcasting on
Seventh
Twitch
is the
and
number
YouTube.
41 of Scotty Shed. In eighth is the number 57 of Chase N. Johnson. In the ninth position, it's the number 1 of Craig Smith. In 10th, it's the number 22 of Matthew Simmons. In 11th, it's the number 16 of Ryan Battle. In 12th, it's the 39 of Michael Miller. In 13th, it's the 29 of Stephen West. In 14th, it's the number 08 of John Bennett. In 15th, it's the number 02 of
Yeah,
Daniel
all
Cox.
incident limits are reset for the
In
race, so
16th,
don't
it's
worry
the
about
number
that. You have
51 of Chris
ports and
Downing.
exits for the
17th
entire
is the
race,
number
not
24
qualifying
of
practice
Christy
as well.
Wheeler. And rounding out the top 18 in the number 46, it's Wyatt Sapp.
So, Allie, we're about to get racing here in a second. Who are you picking for the first week back at racing here at Lanier in the super stock?
I'm going to have to go with, I'm going to make a very bold prediction. I'm going to have to go with Craig Smith. He had 0 incident counts, and I think while the season has been on break, If he's worked on his iRacing, if he's gotten faster, I think Craig Smith might be a driver to watch. He can race clean, and he's also fast. So I think one of the drivers to watch is going to be Craig Smith. Another one, I think, is going to be Michael Rosero. He finished second in the season standings by only 1 point, so he's going to be in contention this year too. What are your picks?
I'm with you on Michael Rosero having the best car out here tonight, starting anyway. We've seen him in the past run them right sides off. We'll see what happens with that. We have a bunch of people in the field that we haven't got to see race with us. So I'm liking Craig Smith as well. We'll see what happens, Allie. I'm excited. I'm ready to get racing.
I know. The cars are rolling off. We're going to get the angle on the pole starter. It's going to be the 23 car and the 33 car. I don't believe we've seen Ted Grow before. So it's interesting to see. We've seen the Mike Rosero we've seen before, and Ted Grow we haven't. So we might find a new driver that we think might be the best driver in the iRacing Street Stock League. Some new faces are getting ready to show how good they are. 18 cars, field extended.
On the leader here.
All right, pace car pulls in, and green flags out here at Lanier National Speedway, and already taking off like a rocket is...
Oh, we got a wreck in the first turn. He's on his roof. The number 1 car is on his roof in turn 2.
Looks like
no caution though. He reset.
Good thing it
Get
was
it back
not
rolling.
Another wreck on the front
driver
stretch.
line. We'll have to get a replay on that one. Because that's crazy if you flip.
It's okay. He'll get back up there. There's going to be a caution.
No caution.
Nope, they're still going.
But Ian Martin says that there
There's
should
been
be a
two
caution.
two cars have wrecked. One has towed and is in the pit, and because he was stuck on his roof.
We've seen a lot of contacting, but right now we are single file right now. Let's see if anybody can catch up to the 23 car of Michael Rosero.
Looks like the 1 is rolling now. He's coming off a pit road.
And if there is a few cautions, that should definitely help him get some of his laps back.
Absolutely.
But 4 laps down, I don't know.
And it looks like the guy who started in second, Ted Grow, had a wreck on the front stretch in the second lap there too. So the 33 and the 1 are off the pace a bit.
And we were talking about how Craig Smith, all last season, he had 0 instant counts, but looks like the streak has ended today.
I think you jinxed him, Matt. Oh, there's a big wreck in 2 with the 22 and the 02. And then under caution turning of somebody too as well. So the 22 is the one in that wreck.
So the 22 is the... So yeah, what's what? The 41... It's like he dive bombed in the turns. What the 25 slowed down and the 41 slowed.
Yeah, that's
across.
after the caution there. The 22 and the 02 wrecked first. I see him up there in the wall there.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
We'll have to get another.
That was the caution. I think the 41 and the 25 were trying to get Woe down, and the 41 wasn't ready for it.
See what happened to the 22 car. Like.
Yeah, see, he's already backwards in the fence there.
On the leader.
Alright, so 22 was there. The 39
All right,
passed
guys,
him,
that
and
incident
the
was more of a
02,
racing
either
incident.
he pulled down or the 02
A guy came
pulled
up
up.
just a little bit, and
The
whoever's on the
08
top
got
came down a little
involved.
bit.
What a save by the 52, or no, the 25 of Brandon Campbell. And then there was that wreck with the 25 and the 41. So it was double incidents in one caution. But Michael Rosero still remains your leader here at Lanier National Speedway. And Lanier do some history on it, and it was a typical
On the leader
southern
here,
dirt
guys.
track, but looks like here goes the lights on the pace car have gone off. We got Michael Rosero again. He showed a lot of speed this race, but the 41 car of Scotty Shed, he's also seemed to have a fast car. He hasn't quite got up to him yet, so this could be his chance on the restart to try to pass Michael Rosero. Green flags out here at Lanier National Speedway. And already some good battling going on behind Rosero. The 41 cars, the 41 made a little tap on the 77 of Landon Huffman. And they're still side by side, but looks like the 41 car gets by him. Oh, but the crossover move, the 77 got on the rear quarter panel of the 41. He got on the rear quarter panel again, and this is for second place, not even for the lead.
51's wrecking. 51 just wrecked on the front stretch.
51.
Get it back rolling. Get it back rolling.
I'm sorry, 57 maybe. No, it was a 51.
No, yep, the 51 Monster Energy car.
He's rolling now.
We'll have to see
No
what
caution.
happened there. So the 51 car, boom, just made a little bit of contact with the 16 of Ryan Battle and just made contact with
It
the
looks like
infield.
Michael Rosero is checking out.
Yep, he is flying away from the 41 of Scotty Shed.
We have a really good battle for that fourth position with Ryan Battle back there. Go figure, a battle with Battle.
I'll get it up. Right here, Ryan Battle seems to have cleared, but the 57 and the 33 car, the Chick-fil-A car, the 33, who is that? Oh yeah, that's Ted Groh. I forgot he was started. Oh no, the 19 car with the 16 car.
Get it back rolling. You're not in the driving line. Get it back rolling.
We'll have to get a replay on that one. So the 19 car just went under him, and the 16 car just spun up the track, and now the caution.
Come on, Ryan. You know better than that crap. You had plenty of time to get rolling.
We have Michael Rosero in the waiting room waiting for the interview, so we are going to get him into the booth, or at least try. 23. Hey Michael, this is Atlee and Joe in the booth. Do you copy? Like we could not get Michael Rosero there.
Yeah, it looks like he was still muted. Maybe he's talking with his crew or his team at this point. Strategy.
And what a strategy he has. Still, he has led the entire race. Oh, the 77 and the 41. What just happened there? Hold.
There's a bunch of aggression being taken out on each other there, Atlee. I think that's the case there.
Get a replay on that again. So the 77 was right behind the 41. Boom, right there on the bumper again.
Oh, looks like 41 throws a brake check down on him too.
And then all the cars behind them just piled into him. It's a little bit of.
And Scotty Shed has been removed from the server.
Interesting. Was he? Yeah, he was that 41 car.
Yep. So that was probably a case of the admins not liking the aggression and the way that person was carrying himself on the server, and that's what we were talking about with the admins. They take control of the drivers. They don't let them get out of hand. You know, aggression is okay, but over aggression is not, and that's what the case of
On
that
the
was.
leader here, guys.
All right.
Let's get some green flag laps.
Like he
in.
said,
Still got
on the
50 to
leader,
go.
the 23 car of Michael Rosero and Landon S. Huffman. This should be exciting. Let's see if Landon S. Huffman can finally be the driver to beat Michael Rosero. Green flag is out here at Lanier. The 57
57's
car.
under.
He is there. Dive bomb, but he did not quite get it. Great restart for the number 57 Chick-fil-A car.
You got 3 wide at the back.
Now the 77 is trying to get up there to chase in Johnson in the number 57 car. He is there. He's on the bumper.
Oh.
Can he get him in the turns? The 77 on the rear quarter panel. And the 57 cleared him in that turn. 77 still there, lost it as the gap is increasing, but in the turn.
Oh, man. Craig Smith just hit the inside wall again. He got clipped from behind.
We'll look at the replay of that one here. So the one car he was there, looks like the 52 of Ryan McCall just drove right into him. He looks like he has left the server. He might have either ran out of resets or had the 14 incident count that can get you disqualified.
He manually disconnected. It would tell us if he was disqualified, but he manually disconnected. I think he had just had enough. You know, every time he got a good run going, somebody would dump him. So
disappointing for
they didn't like the
Grayson.
fact that he went a whole season without getting any incidents.
Luckily he can drop 2 races, so maybe he can continue a streak if we don't count the races that he dropped.
That's true.
The 77 is still battling with the 57 car. And
So we're down to 14 cars on track now. Oh, another wreck in the middle of the backstretch. A big one.
Oh, who was it?
Looked like the
That one wrecked on the
19.
front.
The 19 car. Interesting. Of who is that? That's Jesse Stroll. Or Stroll. Rewind it back. Okay, I saw that flip when I was rewinding it. So the 29 car of Steven West clipped him, looks like. And then while all that was going on, he flipped. So 2-car accident. Looks like he should
That was
be.
some wild physics if I ever seen any.
It didn't even look like he bumped him or anything. It's like he slid past them and the 19 just flipped.
He hit the invisible wall.
But
We'll call
looks-
that the iRacing invisible wall.
He got his car fixed. Well, he got that going, which is.
That one's going to be on the 29. He just came up into the 19.
So the
Didn't make
29 is going to
intentional
get
at
an
all.
EUL penalty, and then they'll assess a level penalty at the end of the race. But he's going to the EUL, and the 19 is going to go by him here clean. No hard feelings.
Yeah, I watched it from multiple point of views. It looked like he came up. He was pinching you, but you definitely came up into him.
So Stephen West got an EUL, and looks like we'll look at getting back green racing here.
And still, said the name again, Mike Rosero has had the most dominant car. We did see a decent try at trying to pass him, the 57 car of Chase and Johnson. Tried to get the dive bomb on the restart, but he couldn't quite pass Michael Rosero for it.
So does Battle get his lap back? Is there a lucky dog in this series or no?
Let me look at the rule book. Yeah, the lucky dog is controlled by iRacing,
Alright, guys,
so
on
it's
the leader here.
iRacing's decision.
Oh, interesting.
So front row is Michael
Still got a lot of
Rosero
laps,
and Chase
35.
in
35 laps to
Huffman.
go. We got a lot of laps.
Chase and Johnson. Green flag is out here at Lanier National Speedway, and here comes the 77. And he made the pass on the 57, and he is going to try to narrow in the gap on the 23 car of Michael Rosero. Seeing some battling back here with the 52. and the 39 looks like the 52 has cleared the 39. Now it's the 33's turn, Ted Grow, to get under the 39, and he does. That single file. Another battle with, how ironically, Ryan Battle, it's him and the 25 car of Brandon Campbell. Even though Ryan Battle is a lap car, he's showing a lot of speed past. He's in front of a lot of lead lap cars.
Yep. He went a lap down because of that wreck early in the race. If he would have got rolling, I think he'd still be on the lead lap and have a shot at this thing. He looks to be one of the faster cars on track in race trim, so we'll see how they shake out here. If there's another wreck, I'd imagine they'll give him the lucky dog, but I'm not positive on how that works because he should have had on the last one, I think.
Checking back into the battle between the 77 and the 23. Looks like Mike Rosero still has the lead over the 77 of Landon S. Huffman.
I like the line the 77's running. I think that's a tire saving line. He's not driving it hard down into the corner as much as Michael is right now.
Ooh.
Or maybe he just ran that last one wide, but I like the way he's not pushing the envelope yet.
Maybe that could play a part if the 23 keeps hot lapping it into the turns. Tires burn out, the 77 flies right by him. Potential race winning strategy for the 77 if he does keep on doing what he is doing right now.
We have seen that out of Michael in the past, so it's not a far-fetched story to see him drive him off the wheels, but at the same time, I'm ready to see Michael win one. How about you?
He had a great car all last season, but he went winless, and he's led 47 laps today. Fastest lap was not actually the fastest lap of the race, but still one of the fastest laps.
I don't think Mackenzie Brewer's very happy with this right now. He's got a car that looks like his chasing down the leader.
Landon S. Huffman, he has led one lap, and he is there. He actually is the driver who has the fastest lap of the race with a 14.535, and that might have actually been when he has been chasing the leader. Sometimes, I've heard it before, you're always faster.
Another wreck.
Ooh.
They stayed clean, though. It looks like they're still going.
Who?
Man, they were into each other at the back there.
Who was it?
I think it was the Brandon Campbell car 25.
There has been a lot of battling going on in the back portion of the track. It looks like, speaking of the 77 car, he actually has the best iRating out of everyone participating in this race.
Uh-oh. At least bringing the statistics into it.
But Mike Rosero, well, he's also in A class along with two other drivers, Chris Downing and Ryan McCall.
So Craig Smith had the best iRating, but he is left early.
Disappointing again for Craig Smith. Had 0 instant count.
And then Atlee jinxed him, and now we're looking at what we're looking at.
We actually have word from Craig Smith, and he said it himself. It just wasn't his night.
Yeah.
So no problem.
That's what I figured when he left. He was probably like, you know what? I'm not going to do this anymore. No more wrecking for me.
Maybe he was actually trying to be aggressive this race.
That could be a possibility.
Sometimes you actually have to race it clean.
Yep. So the 77 I see is coming off the corner pretty high, which you and I have talked about before. What does that do for us, Atlee, if you get out high up toward the wall?
If you get
roll
high,
out of the corner.
Your line is very major in this. He right now is saving tires much more than Michael Rosero. As you see, Mike Rosero is diving down even more than the 77, and that is burning the right sides from Mike Rosero's car.
Yep, and as these laps wind down, we might start to see that Rosero ride get a little looser, maybe a little less speed up off the corner, which is when that 77 is probably going to take the time to pounce. We'll see what happens here, though. I'm excited to
Rosero's-
see this finish. It looks like it's going to be a good one.
Rosero still has the fastest car on the racetrack. So it doesn't look like he's digressing. Any see after that last lap. So a few other drivers are catching up. So there is a 1/10 difference in the times that Michael is running and Landon S. Huffman is running. That time, still a 10th difference between Mike Rosero and Landon S. Huffman. So it'll be interesting to see if that might change. All right. Landon S. Huffman, he ran a faster time there than Michael Rosero. So we might be seeing him start to catch up to Michael in these final laps. But Michael rebounded back and he was faster there again by a 10th.
And it's like 300ths. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're pretty even. Yeah, about 300ths every lap now.
So looking back, they're single file continuing on.
There's a battle going on right now for 8th, Atlee,
Battle
if you guys
for
want to look
8th.
at that.
So Brandon Campbell is the 25 car. Oh yeah, the 02 of Daniel Cox tried to get under the 08 car. Ooh, right there. So let's go check back up front to Michael and Landon S. Huffman.
Yeah, it looks about the same still.
Ooh.
That time Huffman was faster by a couple
And
thousand.
this time Huffman was faster.
They ran the same exact lap.
What?
Oh no, they didn't. Yeah, they did.
Wow. Looks like Chase and Johnson, the third place car, had the fastest lap. Landon S. Huffman now is a 10th better.
About a tenth and a half faster.
A 10th faster than Rosero. But I don't know. There's now 2 laps to go. Can he narrow him down in time?
I think you're going to have to take a dive bomb on this one.
200ths. Come on, Landon S. Huffman. This is about to be the final lap.
I like this domination by Michael Rosero, and I think that's going to be his first win of the series here.
300ths off him. Can Landon S. Huffman get him in the turn? Very short straightaways here at this track. Looks like Michael Rosero in the 23 car gets the win here at Lanier National Speedway with a dominating race.
Very dominant performance all the way from start to finish. Off the out of the gate, Atlee had the car to beat. He took the pole. He's going to get bonus points for that.
Good race,
What a
everybody.
wonderful
Very fun to watch
show
from
of
the
talent
top
there by
view.
Michael.
Congrats, Michael.
So here's one driver who already is showing a lot of performance, but we'll see what happens if Mackenzie Brewer can get in one of these races. Will the competition ramp up again? Who knows? But Mike Rosero is celebrating this win by doing a victory lap. Oh, and then he made some contact there.
He likes to do rolls during his celebrations.
That's not something you see. It's normally the typical donuts, but right there, very elaborate celebration from Michael Rosero, and look at that. And he is on his lid, so I think it is now time to go back into the pits for Michael Rosero, and he's still spinning. So we're going to try to get Michael Rosero into the booth. Hey, Michael, this is Atlee and Joe in the booth. Do you copy? Oh. Alright. We also have Chase and Johnson. Hey, Chase, this is Atlee and Joe in the booth. Do you copy?
Hello?
So we saw you. You were doing pretty good in that number 57 Chick-fil-A car, third place You were up there in the fastest time, so what happened there in that race for you?
Well, I was riding for a while, and I kind of waited too long. I saw fourth place catching up to me, and once he got about 3 tenths behind me, I started picking it up. I should have just done it earlier because I feel like I would have been able to ride with him. Just kind of unfortunate there, but I'll take a third place finish.
So you think you're going to join us next week?
Yeah, if I can make it, because this race was pretty stacked in practice.
A lot of great popularity, but congratulations on the third place finish, and we'll hopefully see you next race.
Thank you. Have a good night. Talk to you later.
All right. That was third place car, Chase N. Johnson. Hey, Ian, this is Atlee and Joe in the booth. Do you copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So was that race what you expected?
I think it was pretty good. I ended up kicking too many drivers. We only had 16 people start, so I'll figure out some way to make it up to those two guys. I was used to only having 14 people and accidentally kicked 2 extra.
So we saw Michael Rosero. It was a shame that Mackenzie Brewer didn't make it this race. Do you think if Mackenzie Brewer makes it next race, do you think the competition between them two, will it ramp up?
Yep, I think Mackenzie Brewer will have a shot at Michael, and I think Tyler Tomasi is going to be back for next week. He had to miss tonight, but I think he'll be back next week, so it'll be awesome.
Ian, with Michael Rosero leading that from start to finish, he really showed that he's the guy to beat coming into this next season here. I know Tyler and Mackenzie were missing, but you also had some drivers drop out early, like Craig Smith, who went incident-free last season, removed himself after a couple of incidents that maybe the cautions weren't thrown for.
Yeah, he just had some hard luck tonight. I still have to go over the whole race. I like going over all the wrecks to make sure nobody's being stupid. But, I mean, hard luck will be hard luck, especially at a short track like Lanier.
Great job adminning this race, and hopefully we'll have another great race next week at, what is it? 5? Yeah, New Smyrna.
Okay,
So,
New Smyrna.
That should be fun, and thank you for making this possible.
Yep, thank you.
Let's try one more time and get Michael Rosero in here, Atlee.
All right. There. Hey, Michael, this is Atlee and Joe in the booth. Do you copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
So, congratulations, first of all, on your win. What was your strategy this race, and how did you make this win possible?
Well, we were planning to take a pit stop, and we had a lot of caution laps, so I decided to stay out and get that W.
So
Yeah, awesome job. You led that thing from the front and led it the whole way. The only time you had a little bit of adversity was when I think it was the 57 dove up under you off one of the restarts. We thought he might have had something for you, but you cleared him on the outside. So you were strong on the outside and the inside there. Any secret steering ratio secrets, maybe?
No, I just used the default setup. On that restart, we kind of I accidentally mis-shifted. Like I couldn't shift.
Gotcha.
So great job.
Anybody you would like to thank?
I'd like to thank everyone who supported me every step of the way since season 1.
All right, congratulations, Michael, and hopefully we'll see you next race at New Smyrna.
Yeah, should be good. Thank you.
All right, we'll go over the finishing order. Mike Rosero finished in the first position. Landon S. Huffman second. Chase N. Johnson third. And again, Michael Rosero is representing Club Texas. So if you are from Texas, Mike Rosero is representing your club. Second place, 77 of Landon S. Huffman. Third was the 57 of Chase N. Johnson. Fourth was Chris Downing. Fifth was the 52 of Ryan McCall. Sixth was the 33 of Ted Groh. Seventh was the 39 of Michael Miller. Eighth was the 08 of John Bennett. Ninth was the 29 of Stephen West. 10th was the 02 of Daniel Cox. 11th was the 22 of Matthew Simmons. 12th was the 16 of Ryan Battle. 13th was the 25 of Brandon Campbell. 14th was the 19 of Jesse Stroll. 15th was the 1 of Craig Smith, and 16th was the 41 of Scott Shed. Sadly, the 17th and 18th position spots that were supposed to make the race did not end up making it. So thank you for joining us for race number 1 of season 2 of the Short Track Super Stock Series, hosted by the iRacing Super Stock League and sponsored by Econo Auto Painting and Bodyworks, Smith Wraps and Graphics, and American Muscle Car Auto Racing, also known at I Am Car. I am Atlee, Atman Weiss, and I have been joined tonight by Joe Wright. Please make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Intensity Broadcasting, whether it's on Twitch or YouTube, and also make sure to give us a check on Facebook, and also we have a website, intensitybroadcasting.com, if you want to contact us if you have an iRacing league that you want us to announce. So next week we got New Smyrna, and tomorrow New Smyrna, it's going to be on June 8th, 50 lap race, and tomorrow hopefully we'll get our Route 66 Summer Speedway Series. Joe, you're going to be in that race, right?
Oh yeah, FND racing at Las Vegas, Route 66, 50% fuel. Come out and race with us. Anybody who wants to join, I think it's got to be an A-class driver or above. Come out. We had some really good competition last week. Bobby Labonte tried to wreck me on the last lap and try to take me out, and he successfully won that race. So yeah, come on out, race with us.
All right, we hope to see you guys next time, and over and out.